morning, folks. This is Prepper Princess coming to you from my backyard. And yes, I hung a poster outdoors. So my coffee frother decided to go kaput on me today, so it's just regular unfrothed milk. So I wanted to tell you guys a little, I don't know, it's not really a story about me, just something personal about me. So I have nothing against people who drink alcohol. I'm not against it. I don't, whatever. As long as you're not doing it in excess or hurting anybody else. But I personally cannot stand the taste of alcohol. And over the years, since you're 21 years old, everybody's offering you drinks. You hate every single one of them. And the response I always get is, you just haven't found the right drink yet. Well, that's like saying to somebody who hates smoking, you just haven't found the right tobacco yet. So I finally got to the point where I was just like, okay, I'm never gonna drink again. I hate the taste of alcohol. I can't stand it. And trying to please other people is really, everybody always is like, well, just try this one. No, this is the most delicious wine you'll ever taste. And there's all these wine connoisseurs and beer guys and stuff like that. And I just hate alcohol. I really do. And it got to the point where I'm just like, no, I'm not going to try it. No, I'm not going to try it. I'm going to hate it. And every time they would talk me into it, and I'd be like, I hate it, just like I thought I would. Finally got to the point where I'm just like, okay, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not gonna try. I hate it. I hate alcohol. And it's the alcohol that I hate, not like the fruit or the brew or anything like. It's the actual alcohol. I can't stand the taste. And I finally learned the confidence to say no. And that is something that's very important in money saving in our culture right now. People think that it is justified to charge people $7 for a cup of coffee, where the coffee costs maybe 10 cents. And I think that that's highway robbery personally, but people do not question it. They just continue with having their $7 drinks every day. And when people who are going through tough times can't afford to do something, they will go along with it anyway, I guess out of fear of embarrassment or not being able to say no. They'll go out to dinner when they really can't afford it, and just say, I'll pay it back later because my friends are in town and I get to spend time with my friends. Well, I want you guys to try and learn to have the confidence to say no. You don't have to say no, I can't afford that. Just say, it's not in the budget right now. And be honest with people. Another thing about me personally is I can't really go out to eat a lot. Maybe once or twice, but after 2 times, I need at least 3 weeks to recover, because the stuff that takeout food and sit down restaurant food does to my stomach is it just kills me. It just makes me lethargic and tired, and I prefer my home cooked food. And the contractors are here. I'll be right back. Hey folks, I am back. Sorry about that. I have contractors over today tearing out my kitchen. So kitchen is getting remodeled, but at the same time I'm having a plumbing issue with the bathroom that backs up to the kitchen. So I won't have a kitchen for about 4 weeks while they order the cabinets, and that's a good thing, because the plumbers are gonna have to come in and get to the piping behind there. It's the plumbing is very expensive, so it's like a $4,000 repair. They have to completely replace the cast iron, and I'm on a concrete slab, so they have to jackhammer into the concrete, which is just no fun. I'm hoping that my homeowner's insurance will cover it. They said that I can apply for possible reimbursement after the work is done, but there's no guarantees. And my home warranty doesn't cover it. The home warranty covers like refrigerators, stoves, air conditioning, stuff like that. So it's not covered. But on the bright side, so this is random, but when I was in California, the real estate agent wanted me to remodel the kitchen for sale of the house, and they gave a quote, like the cheapest stuff they could do was like $15,000. And I'm like, okay, oh boy, you know. So when I came here, I knew I was going to have to remodel the kitchen, and I gave myself a budget of like $12,000. And fortunately, my kitchen is only going to cost $5,000. So I have an extra $7,000, and then $4,000 is going to have to go into the plumbing. So I'm still under budget, but it was unexpected. And fortunately, I'm in a really great position where I live across the street from the previous owner of this house. This was a rental house, and I feel like I know everything about this house. And he had some pretty bad renters. So over the years, it's taken its toll, and this house was sitting for 5 years, totally uninhabited before I bought the place. And before that, the 5 years, he had one renter for like 6 months, and then before that, it was vacant for 2 years. So this property has been vacant for a really long time. So I totally expected the plumbing issues I expected there to be issues. So that was expected, but unexpected at the same time, if that makes sense. Anyway, where was I? Have the confidence to say no. So I told you about my alcohol story. So anytime anyone ever offers me alcohol, the answer for them, it's no. I don't want alcohol. I don't want it. I'll have a Shirley Temple. How's that? Shirley Temples are delicious. Or a Roy Rogers. So I'm totally okay with that, and I will just sip my little fruit drink all night. And yes, I've tried the coffee. I've tried the Kahlua. I've tried the White Russians. I've tried... Starbucks actually has an alcohol, a Starbucks alcohol thing. I don't know what it's called. I've tried that. It's the alcohol that I hate. Again, I have nothing against people who drink, people who love, you know, are wine connoisseurs and home beer brewers and moonshiners. Good for you. It's just not for me. So I just want you guys to consider, you know, having the confidence to say no. Like, no, we're not going to Disneyland. We can't afford it right now. And don't even say I can't afford it. Just say something along the lines of like, you know, it's not in the budget right now. I'm friends with Coffee with Kate, if you guys all watch Coffee with Kate. And she talks about like manifestation and metaphysical stuff, and your thoughts become things. And it's very true. So just say it's not in the budget right now. Don't say I can't afford it. Or you can do something else and say, how can I afford it? And you can, you know, find different ways so that you can afford it or save up for it. That's my take on it. I guess I can give you a Rocky cameo. The contractors, we're locked in the backyard, essentially. So, mister. Mister. We're locked in the backyard? Are we locked in here? Yes. Yes, my boy. My sweet doggy. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. There we go. The tripod is on gravel, so it's not very even. So there are going to be more videos to come. I made my redesigning, I think it was my kitchen area. There's a kitchen, and then there's like a kitchen eating area, and I painted that and designed it, and I made a video on that, and I keep postponing the video because I keep having other ideas before it comes up. And I also painted my house, the entire house, and put in landscaping, and so my house looks totally different. It used to be poop brown. Now it's the color of my old house. So on my old house, we had to have it's just standard practice to do the termite tent. And they did find a small panel about 2 feet by 2 feet that had to be replaced due to old termite damage. We didn't have termites at the time, but there had been previous termite damage and they had to replace a panel. And in order to do that, we had to go and get some paint matched to the paint that was already on the house. Well, I kept that paint sample because I wanted my new house to be the same color as my old house. So I kept the paint sample and I brought it in and I had it done, and it looks like the same color as my old house. And I painted the storage shed, which is behind you right now. I just have to paint the white trim. There's some white trim on the storage, and I painted the white trim in the front. And oh, here's something random. So in order for my house to become my home, I have this thing in my head. So I'm gonna paint the door, but I need to install a lion door knocker, which was my mom's. And before I left the house in California, I know it's silly, I stole a rock. A rock. It's a garden rock that I stole from my garden. And because, like, you know, some people hoard things and they're just like, I need everything. Well, I took this rock that from my old house, and once everything's complete, I have to install the lion door knocker, the rock, and my American flag out in the front yard. I haven't decided where to put the American flag. But once all those are installed, this is home. All right, folks, I am busy. I am a busy girl, so I got to get back to work with the contractors and doing the white trim. So that is my video for today. Have the confidence to say no. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.